Hello, I'm Tom Parker, and welcome to the Next 5 podcast. In this episode, we're looking at Europe's growth stage tech landscape. I speak to leading experts about what the next generation of tech leaders can expect over the next 5 years, like where capital can be found in Europe.
We're about to witness the largest transmission of wealth in European history. Overall, it will be 18 trillion, and just for Europe, 3.6 trillion of euros, moving from boomers, I would say, to next geners that are often digital native, sometimes impatient and impact driven. This will benefit to the growth and tech ecosystem for sure.
The challenges that Europe needs to overcome.
We are late and behind by a mile relative to the US and China for different reasons. We're not going to catch up at all by making incremental minor tweaks. We'll just die of a slow death.
I've never known innovation happen by committee, and that's kind of what happens in Brussels, which is committee. And you really do need to sweep aside some of the structural impediments. These hold Europe back.
The gap is not just financial, it's a structural gap. We have deep pool of capital in Europe, but they're fragmented by language, by culture, by regulation.
What lessons can be learned from the US?
The reason that you've got such a fluid capital pool in the US and you attract so much talent is that there's no stigma to labor movement. If it doesn't work in one company, I go to the next. I take my skill set and I develop from there.
We need to make changes that will make Europe at least on par, ideally better, because now we have to catch up relative to the US, and I think it starts with the aggressive deregulation. So I'd love to see our governments and the EU invert course completely, like a U-turn, and invest into removing as many of the laws we have as possible and making Europe an incredibly appealing free market where to do crazy ambitious investments and company building.
And how Europe can build more billion-dollar companies.
Europe has already developed and produced multi-billion-dollar companies, and there's no reason that the past is not prologue. There is a huge opportunity in AI.
Bringing capital in a disciplined way across the board will help. At the same time, we need to be conscious of what we've built as a society through the years, as European, as Italian, as French and German, and maybe have a step further to get a bit more consolidated together.
Or we could try to catch up and really give ourselves a chance to win and be a leader, but that requires drastic measures. And we have to go way beyond the interests of individual countries or subgroups. It has to be a top-down, aggressive, ambitious plan.
You can listen to the full episode of The Next 5 wherever you get your podcasts. Enjoy.